What's up, guys? I'm Isaac here. It's Back Road Harley-Davidson, and today we've got TJ here. So I wanted to bring TJ out because this is not our pre-owned bike of the week or our new bike of the week. This is actually TJ's bike. And so TJ is one of our sales associates here at Back Road Harley-Davidson. And when I was taking photos of the bikes there before we put them up on the website, TJ saw one of these 24 Road Glides come in. The first thing he said was, I'm going to get a white and black one here. And so here we are. TJ's got a white and black Road Glide. And so he rides quite a little bit, so we're going to go ahead and he's going to tell us what he thinks about him. You're welcome to introduce yourself if you like.
Yeah, so like he said, I'm TJ. I work here at Tobacco Road Harley-Davidson. I'm a sales associate, sales consultant, whatever you want to call me. I'm the guy who helps you find the bike you want and need. When these 24s came out, I was in love with them, and I knew I wanted a 24 Road Glide, and the white and black just really... It honestly shocked me how much I liked it because I'm not really into bright or shiny in any way, shape, or form. And normally I'm a black on black kind of guy. And this thing, I fell in love with it. Had to have the white on black, and I'm really happy I did.
For someone to be not a shiny guy, you get this thing sitting here out in the sun. I mean, that's
it looks like a million diamonds.
That's pretty shiny in there. It looks pretty cool. And so when you first came over here, you had a 23 Street Glide.
Yep.
Besides how cool it looked, I mean, what really made you decide to kind of move up?
Yeah, so obviously the new technology, the new engine, the infotainment on the 24s is just absolutely incredible. Harley's really... They didn't just kind of step into the 21st century, they launched into the 21st century with this. Everything about it, the screen, the way it works, how responsive it is to your touch, to your movements, as far as the menu controls. I love everything about it. The Road Glide also, because it has the bars that are already kind of, I'm 6'1", so with the bars already being at 10 inches, it's at least a want, not a need to get bars for me.
Yeah,
so,
you look pretty comfortable when you ride it.
Yeah, I am. Maybe eventually I end up getting a 12 or 14s, but I don't need them. It would be more of a want. So
time for some T-bars.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Don't know if we're ready to go there yet.
That's fair. I see you have already went ahead and done a few things to it. The new windshield, what else you got going on?
Yeah, so I ride, I don't know if you know this, but I ride a total of about 90 to 95 miles a day getting back and forth to work. So, and all of it's highway riding. So for me, the windshield was kind of a necessity. So I put a Harley-Davidson 10-inch windshield on it. I put different mirrors on it just because I like the sleekness of the mirrors that I put on it. I have my tab exhaust on it because I'm a tab guy. I just love the sound of it. Got some highway pegs on it just to make it more comfortable. Other than that, I really haven't done much. I have a seat on order. That's kind of normal stuff.
Ooh, what seat you go with?
I went with a Saddleman road sofa with white stitching. So.
Yeah. White stitching.
Yes.
I respect it.
Yep.
Cool. So how many miles are you at right now?
Right around 2,500.
Getting up there.
Yeah, and I've only owned the bike for a month and 2 days.
Word.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2,500 miles. Some of the still new motorcycle, pretty exciting. Some of the newness is kind of we're starting to live with it a little bit more. Obviously no motorcycle is perfect. What had any gripes with it so far?
I wouldn't say really gripes. Some things that were, in my opinion, a little bit lackluster, which was the speakers. The speakers on the Road Glide over 60, I just couldn't hear them anymore.
Gotcha.
Now, granted, I do have an aftermarket exhaust, so that helped. The fact that the lower windshield, the wind was in my ears. So with the taller windshield and stock exhaust, sure, I'm sure you can hear it better. But for the way I ride and how I ride, I just went with the in helmet stereo type deal, and I can also answer my phone calls, which actually helps me do my job better. If I'm getting a sales call on the way to or from work, I can just answer it, and that's it. Good to go.
That works.
So and other than that, I think it comes down to honestly just the shape of my hips and all that, because I love the seat, I love the way it feels, but I for some reason can only do about 45 minutes in it before I really start getting stiff and fatigued. Now I know that there's guys that have done 1,000 miles on these seats already, like an iron butt challenge, and they're fine. So seats are just a personal thing. I really can't ding Harley for that. It's just a personal thing.
Yeah. So far as the cookie cutter for everybody there.
Yeah, the cookie cutter for everybody. I really just think, honestly, the only thing I've been quote unquote disappointed with is the speakers.
Okay.
Other than that, the bike is really, really good.
Yeah.
Nimble, light, powerful. That 117 is holy crap.
Yeah.
It is really, really good, responsive. I love the fact that you can switch the modes on the fly. I may have been doing some spirited riding, and I was in road mode, and somebody came up next to me and wanted to spirited ride with me, and with just a flick of a switch, now I'm...
Yeah, okay, so you do a lot of cruising just in road mode?
Yeah, I do that for to me, it's kind of the Goldilocks mode. I tell a lot of my customers that too. I don't just practice it, I preach it, or preach and practice it,
Yeah.
When I'm cruising and I want the most fuel economy and still a good amount of horsepower and all of that, the road mode's kind of the Goldilocks. It gives you best of all worlds. If I want more horsepower, less fuel economy, sport mode or custom mode, depending on how you set up your custom mode, is the way to go. And if you want all the fuel economy and really kind of tame down the horsepower, go into rain mode and just call it a day.
Makes sense.
So yeah, it's kind of that way for me. So road mode for me is a good Goldilocks.
Well, speaking of speakers, I see you got rocking one of the new Cardo systems there on your helmet.
Actually, I love it. Like I said, the mic, especially in the Simpson helmet, I don't know, I can't really talk to too many full faces. I know the Simpson is the first helmet that I've put on that's a full face that I loved, because I really don't like full face. So Simpson to me, really, it just knocked it out of the park. It gives me enough room in the nose that the mic doesn't touch my chin or my face. So that was cool. The ears are real good. I mean, the way it all works, my wife has heard me at higher than normal speeds, and she hasn't heard the bike or the wind noise or anything like that. So I was really happy with it. I've talked to her on the way home, and she couldn't even hear the fact that I was cruising at really good speed. So
nice. Now, so far as the interface goes, do you connect do you do the full connection bike to
I have done
helmet?
that. I don't do it normally. Normally I just turn it on, it pairs to my phone, and I'm good to go. You know.
Yeah.
I also have an Android, so
Gotcha.
I will be switching over to iPhone. I'm not going to get into the weeds of all of that, but I will be switching over to iPhone, which will then allow me to do it a lot easier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you have access to the full CarPlay suite and all that fun stuff. Nice. Gotcha. Yeah, and I see you even if you have like a little sunglass visor in your helmet, you just kind of move the Cardo to the other side and you were good to go.
Yeah. I was the only thing it really does is if you're I don't know why you would, but if you're listening to like a one of those speaker test soundtracks or whatever where it's like left, it's going to be on your right. That's the only thing. It's just switched around. But I mean, normal songs, it really doesn't change anything. So
I got you.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. Well, thank you for your time, TJ, here, hanging out and showing off your new motorcycle here. So if you want to be as cool as TJ, find yourself a new 24 Road Glide or anything else that piques your interest there, be sure to come see us here at Back Road Harley-Davidson. Come see TJ, see the rest of the folks out this way. In the meantime, ride safe, and we hope to see you out here soon.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.